Hi guys, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has always presented himself as someone who's more professional than Boris Johnson and less of a headbanger than Liz Truss, but he's no less of a charlatan than either of them. Now, Number 10 organised a press conference to announce that a party with a majority got a vote through Parliament. This is beyond absurd. He of course lied during this briefing to the media and applied pressure to the House of Lords, which he isn't supposed to do. Have a listen to this.
The Rwanda bill has passed. It's now time for the Lords to pass this bill too. This is an urgent national priority.
It's not an urgent national priority, it's a priority for you and your party. The priority of the nation is the cost of living crisis, which you're not dealing with. But back to this priority. It's a priority for your party because it's tearing your party apart. The headbangers are not happy with it, and the moderates are not happy with it. So it's a priority for you to keep the party together, and you think that immigration is the way to go.
The treaty with Rwanda is signed, and the legislation which deems Rwanda a safe country has been passed unamended in our elected chamber.
Yes, it has passed through the elected chamber, but it hasn't deemed Rwanda safe. And Rwanda is not safe for two reasons. First, the Supreme Court has deemed it unlawful to send people there because it's unsafe. And second, just recently, the Home Office granted asylum to 6 asylum seekers from Rwanda. It's not they made a claim. No, they were granted asylum. So why would you be granting asylum to people from a country if that country is safe? Obviously, it's not safe. It's not safe because you granted asylum to people, and it's not safe because the Supreme Court has deemed it unsafe, and nothing has changed since that ruling.
There is now only one question. Will the opposition in the appointed House of Lords try and frustrate the will of the people as it...
The will of the people. We keep coming back to this. It's not the will of the people. You were not elected to achieve this. This was not part of any Tory party manifesto. Where in the 2019 manifesto, where you were elected to public office, does it say anything about Rwanda, or small boats, or stopping small boats, or turning people back, or sending people to another country? There is no reference to that. Now, the Tories have always said that they wanted to bring down immigration, and some of them said that, well, if you vote for Brexit, you'll bring down immigration. Well, we saw the opposite happen.
Expressed by the elected House, or will they get on board and do the right thing? It's as simple as that.
So what he's doing here is he's piling pressure on the House of Lords. The House of Lords need to follow through with this. The pro-Tory, the Tory majority in the House of Commons has passed this legislation, even though this legislation doesn't make any sense, because it's trying to undo reality. The reality is that Rwanda is unsafe, and you're saying, well, we're making it safe through legislation. This is not going to fly in the House of Lords. He knows it's not going to get through the House of Lords, because the House of Lords are not going to say, well, if the Supreme Court say it's not safe, we're going to ignore that. They're not going to ignore a ruling from the Supreme Court, and they're not going to ignore evidence, reality. So you're going to have not just Labour peers criticising this legislation, you'll also have Conservatives. But Rishi Sunak doesn't want to talk about the Conservatives in the House of Lords. He wants to pretend that any opposition to it is from Labour peers, when he knows that's not true. So this press conference was a press conference of fibbing, lying about legislation, lying about reality, lying about the House of Lords. And he issued a press conference in relation to legislation passing when he has a majority. This is how desperate he is. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.